Hello, everyone, and welcome to Thought for Thursday. It's been a little while, huh? It's been a little while since I've been on, and I apologize. A little late, was trying to decide if I was going to come on or not. We are having some bad weather here in the DMV. So I am on now, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stay on long. Hey, Thought for Thursday is all of 15 minutes. And as long as the thunder and lightning can kind of hold off that long, we will be here. So I am very happy to see you coming on in over on Instagram and, of course, here on Facebook. And I'm on LinkedIn also. Again, happy Thursday, y'all. It is Thursday. I hope that you have had a wonderful week. Like I said, it's been a little while. It's been a minute since I've been on here to talk to you. So I'm very happy to be here today. And I have to admit, I've been on fire since a few weeks ago when we did Journey Share the Experience, which was absolutely awesome. We have some podcasts coming up that's going to talk about that, and some things coming up on Reinvent to Rise that's going to uh, we're going to talk about that as well. So we've got some things coming next week. But this week, I wanted to come on and tell you that it's time out for excuses. It is time out for excuses. It is time out for the stinking thinking. It's time to get rid of that. It's time to let that go. And it's time to walk in your purpose, realize who you are, and let those negative beliefs go that have been holding you back for so long. We talk about them all the time. And we're going to keep talking about them because it's something that I know we need to do. We have something to do. We have a purpose about our lives, and we need to fulfill that. Life is not meant to just be for us to just live it as is and just go through life. We're supposed to enjoy life. We're supposed to live it to the fullest, doing the things that we're supposed to do. And for some of us, that means that we have got to let go of some things, and some things that have to be done away with mainly include the way that we think. Yes, there are things that we're going to have to do to implement what we want. There are things that we're going to have to do to get what we want. But the very first step in making sure that we get there is ensuring that we have the right beliefs that we're holding on to, the right values that we're holding on to. So, talking about beliefs, that brings me to what we're going to talk about here for the next hour, I don't know, 12 minutes or so. We're going to talk about the fact that what you believe, so a man thinketh, so he is. You've heard that, I'm sure, before. What you believe really does determine what you do, who you believe you are, or how you operate in your daily life, how you think, what you think of yourself. And if you're not careful, it will leave you susceptible to believing what anybody else thinks about you, which could be totally different from who you really are and what you really believe and what you're really capable of and what you stand for. So, what are these things that I'm talking about? There are few beliefs, there are many beliefs that keep us from moving and operating in the genre in which we need to operate, in the vein, in the place, in the avenue, in the lane in which we need to move. But today we're going to talk about just five of them. Five beliefs that keep you from attacking your goals and going after those things that you really need to go after. Hey guys, I see you over there on Instagram. Thanks so much for jumping in. So what are those five beliefs? What are five beliefs that we need to attack here and now? First one, not enough time. We stare away from our goals because we feel like we don't have enough time to do them. And the fact of the matter is, you don't have enough time not to do them. I know, a double negative there. But my point is, it is time for you to jump on what it is that you desire to do. Because procrastination will have you putting that off forever and ever, and you never get around to completing it. Then that leads to feelings of defeat. And of course, those feelings of defeat have you in a situation where you don't ever want to try doing anything again. So it's a vicious cycle. You think about it at the beginning of the year when it comes time to make those New Year's resolutions, and then you forget about them and you think, well, no, I'm not going to do it. I don't have enough time. I was supposed to do it last year and I didn't do it. And that will keep you on that hamster wheel going back and forth over the fact that you want to do it. There are goals that you really desire to achieve. However, you feel as though you don't have enough time. You make the time. You chisel some time in your day, even if it's just 15 minutes in the evenings, 15 minutes in the morning, where you will actually dedicate some time to working on that goal. Say that goal has something to do with weight loss. Take that 15 minutes before you even start a plan. Take 15 minutes one morning to just start about and write down, what are those things that I know I need to eat that are going to help me to get to my goal. Then the next morning, you may go through and write out a whole day's worth of a menu. Then the next day, you can plan to go to the grocery store. The next day, maybe you can go. The point is, you're doing things towards hitting that goal. You're doing them in increments so that you will help, and that will help you to realize that it doesn't require a whole lot of time to reach your goal if you take it into bite-sized pieces. So, not enough time is a belief that's definitely going to keep you from reaching your goal and hold you back from getting to where you want to be. What's another one? After I will do it. You fill in the blank. Whatever is holding you, whatever you're hiding behind and saying, well, I'm going to wait until after I get the money. I'm going to wait until after I get a new car. I'm going to wait until I buy that house. I'm going to wait till the kids finish school. I'm going to wait until I'm finally able to retire. You're going to wait, you're going to wait, you're going to wait. And waiting until after you do whatever that thing is going to keep you from hitting your goal. Again, take it back to the first one. Do little by little bits of pieces of what you're trying to do. Do it day by day, and you will see that you will get, number one, momentum. You'll start to believe, hey, this can actually happen. Maybe I can actually accomplish something. And then the more you accomplish, the more you will feel pulled and compelled to actually go after those things that you keep telling yourself you don't have the time, you don't have the patience, it's too late for you to do, right? Okay, so leave out the after I will, after whatever you will. Realize, stop that and say, what can I do before I do whatever that is? What can I do before the kids get out of school? What can I do before I retire? And then start working from that point and then go forward. Don't let any particular situation or circumstance in your life dictate when you can work on your goal. You can work on your goal at any point. Again, even if it's in small increments. So, what's another belief that holds us back? I'm not good enough. That whole comparison thing. We fall into that imposter syndrome too. Women do it a lot. I know men do it as well. But we feel that we are not qualified. We could be qualified, certified, designated to do something any number of ways. We can have experience on the job. We can just have a knack for understanding and accomplishing something. But somewhere along the line, we still believe that we are not good enough because we see someone else, that whole comparison piece that we think can do it better. Or because society says it needs to be done in a certain way. And because we approach it a different way, we equate that with us not being good enough to accomplish what it is we want to accomplish. And another error, another belief that's going to hold us back and keep us from hitting those goals. You go after what you desire to have in the way that fits you. We're all different. Now, yes, there are some proven formulas for getting certain things in your life. There's a proven way, for example, to become a lawyer. There's a proven way to become I don't know, a business owner. There's certain things that you need to have in place, but that does not mean that the process that you have, because it may be a little different, because you may approach it differently, that doesn't mean your process is not good enough. You pursue what it is that you're supposed to do in the way that you know to do it, and then go from there. Okay? So don't let anybody else's process hold you back from moving forward towards reaching your goal. So, again, remember, time is not an obstacle for you. You don't have to wait until after a certain event occurs. And you're surely good enough to do what it is that you need to do. So, what's another thing? I don't have, hold on, I don't have whatever talent it is. I didn't go to the finest culinary school in the country. Therefore, I could never be a chef. I could never start my own catering business. I could never go out there and open that restaurant. Well, let me tell you something. I'm reminded of my great grandmother who used to uh, feed truckers and migrant workers as they drove through going to the next city. She had huge cannon pots and she would do it right from the back of her house. She would feed hundreds of people. I found that out actually later, as after I got older, that was one thing that she did early in her life. She didn't have a culinary school. She learned basically in the same way that many of my aunts cook right now. They learned to just take what they had, put it together, and make a meal. And not only does it make a meal, it will outdo anything you can find at your best restaurants. Okay, you don't have to have formal training to start some of these things. If you have experience, if you have a gift at doing something, that's your training right there. God has already put it in you. All you have to do is actually cultivate that so that you can move forward and hit that goal. So don't let not having a particular talent hold you back, because you know what? Just as you don't necessarily have to go to a particular school to develop a particular craft all the time, there are situations where you can find the education that you need to do the things that you want to do. Perhaps it is something where you need to acquire a skill and you need some hands-on experience. That's one way to acquire it. Or you may have to go to a trade school or to a university, or some type of curriculum. Don't let that hold you back. That's another goal that you need to try to put on your radar to hit. There is no excuse for not being able to go after the goal. And surely feeling that you don't have enough talent is not a viable one. So we're running down them again. Not enough time is not valuable. After waiting until after something is in place is not a good excuse. Saying you're not good enough surely doesn't qualify. And saying that you don't have a specific talent is not a good excuse at all. You can always gain the experience needed. You may already have it. It could be a gift. Or you can go out there and seek that skill to make sure that you get what you need to get that goal. And the fifth thing, comparison once more. So and so has it easier. That's why they're able to hit their goals. That's why they're able to go out and buy the house. That is why they're able to develop that product that they seem to have developed so effortlessly. Nobody has it easier. Some people may have more resources than you, yes. Some people may even have an avenue for them to reach certain things already laid out for them. That's true. It may come to people in different ways, but you don't have to, and don't you don't need to hide behind the fact that it seems that it may have come a little easier to somebody else. So what if it did? That does not mean you can't attack it. Am I right? Hard work never hurt anybody. You have to do it in control, for one, And then realize that you have to set goals for what it is that you want to do. And if it requires a little more work than it may have required for someone else, then so be it. Don't let the fact that it seems that someone got something so easily deter you from putting in the work to get what you want. Something being easy is definitely not a bar that you want to hold up in order to determine if it's going to help you to meet your goal or not, or determine if you're going to go after that goal. You only want to go after it if it's easy. Not a good bar to hold up. So much comes along with putting in the work to actually do the things that you need to do. I hear you, Ingrid. That is so true. I know that's right. You put in the work. Everything does not come as easily as it appears. That's another thing. You're sitting back and you're looking at something that somebody has done and you're assuming that it came easily to them. Well, that may not be the case. You don't always know what goes into the development of a dream that someone else has. You don't know the work that they put in to get what they have. So stop sitting back and looking at what everyone else is doing. You need to determine what you want to do for yourself. Set that goal, go for it. Don't worry about how it looked for someone else to get it. Your goal is to look at what it's going to take for you to get there and what it's going to cost you not to do it. Think about that. I talked about the 5 beliefs that keep you from attacking your goals. And what were they again? They were, I don't have enough time. Believing you don't have enough time to do what you want to do. Waiting until after something occurs before you do that. After something happens, after this event takes place, I will go ahead and do it. Time waits for no one. You don't need to either. All right? I'm not good enough. That again is that whole comparison thing. When you're comparing yourself to someone else and believing that they are better at something, when all you need to do is stay in your lane and focus on what you need to do to get where you need to be. All right? I don't have whatever talent. You can develop it. You may have a gift that you're not even recognizing. If you don't have the talent, go out and find some on-hand experience. That will definitely get you to where you need to be. But don't let go of the goal. And the last thing it is that we talked about is the fact that you don't have to look at, or you don't need to look at how someone else got to where they are. They reached their dream. Your goal or your destination is to go after that goal so that you can hit that dream also. All right? So eliminate excuses. These are 5 right here that you can work on eliminating right now so that you can go after those goals, so that you can hit them, and so that you can feel the accomplishment that all of that brings, and knowing that you are more than enough to do what it is you desire to do to get where you want to be, because God has a desire for you to follow a certain path. Your destination, you have to think about that goal, go after it, and make sure you're doing what it is that you want to do. All right? That's it. Thought for Thursday, a quick 15 minutes, and the thunder seems to have held back a little. I didn't have to turn off lights or anything. So you guys go out. Hopefully you're somewhere where you're safe. Make sure that you go out every day, as I always say. Be boldly yourself, bodaciously you. All right? Go out, because you know why? Only you can be you. There's nobody else out there who can do it better than you. That's why your thumbprint is unique. Make sure you go out and make that thumbprint. Let people see it, because people need to see it. Go be the best you that you can possibly be. Get rid of those limiting beliefs. I'm so glad this helped you, Ingrid. Hey, we need to speak to ourselves sometimes. Isn't that right? I know I do. So you go out, be the best you that you can possibly be. Be safe, and above all else, be well. All right? Y'all have a good one. And we'll talk again next Thursday. I promise it won't be so long. I'm back now. I'm back on my game. All right. Y'all have a good one. Bye. Bye, Michael. I see you out there just for wellness. Monisha. Hey, everybody who joined me. Take care.